Brought to you by Rush TV.
Welcome back to The Turnbuckle. I'm your host, Tammy Young, and it's been a while since our last episode, but we have a lot to discuss, so let's not waste any time and get straight to it. Following last month's Point Break pay-per-view that many fans rated the show as a B+ overall across the board, with El Parca versus Max Edwards for the OCWFED Championship on the line, El Parca was able to overcome the offense of Max Edwards to pick up the victory and once again become the OCWFED champion after losing it at On Deadly Grounds. The matchup is being praised as the match of the night by many. Following this event, OCWFED took a short hiatus to allow for its talent to rest up for the road to Wrestlution, which has been reported to take place in Atlanta this year on July 13th and 14th. We will let you know if anything changes regarding these dates. But rumor has it fans have already started pre-purchasing tickets for the event. Speaking of events, OCWFED's Rumble Grounds 2024 event is set to take place on June 15th in Seattle, Washington. This would mark OCWFED's 5th Rumble Grounds event since it first started back in 2018. This year's event will be hosted by none other than the mayor of Flavortown himself, Guy Fieri. Rumble Grounds is shaping up to be one hell of an event, as the two matches for the evening are set to impress, with a new Rookie Pearl facing off against Heather Angelo in a one-on-one matchup, as well as a death match set to take place between DNS Mad Hatter Jinx facing off against Mr. Deathmatch himself, Rex. And for the first time ever, a 60-person intergender Royal Rumble, where the winner is set to receive a 2-week all-expenses-paid trip to stay in Las Vegas, with meals being served at the Guy Fieri restaurant for the entirety of the stay. Maybe I might enter this Rumble myself. And while we are on the subject of Rumble Grounds, footage has leaked from a pre-taping of an interview with general manager and wife of Mr. Jason Clinton Sensation, Kumiko Sensation, also known as Imp, as she was discussing her plans for her opponent for Wrestlution when she was attacked. Here is that leaked footage now. As a shock to all the OCW fans following Blaine's loss to Heather Angelo at Point Break last month, Imp fired Blaine after stating she was going to announce her opponent for Wrestlution in the weeks to come. In a twisted turn of events, Kumiko released a press report stating she has reinstated Blaine's contract following this attack with the comment, "Blaine, I'm gonna kick your ass at Rumble Grounds if you're man enough to show up." Imp seems to be making enemies across the board, and stepping into the ring with all of them at once might not end well. We'll find out soon when Rumble Grounds 2024 kicks off on June 15th. On to other news. After OCWFED's hiatus, the company made a big splash with a return to Ambition. Currently, no rating was posted for the show, but given the level of enjoyment, my guess would rank it around a B overall. As the fans got to enjoy Eddie Ramos vs. Bay, Jinx versus Chance Williams, and Devin Flash versus Alexander Bolek, with the biggest surprise of the night once again being Imp as she took control over the show from Paul Pugh and placed herself in the main event against Rachel Lachlan. Fans did not seem pleased by this, as they proceeded to throw trash at her as she made her way to the ring. As the match wrapped up, another surprise guest appeared as Marissa made her way to the ring and began to attack Rachel Lachlan. Imp joined in on the attack, but before any further damage could be done, the two were fought off by Rachel Lachlan with the help of none other than Heather Angelo. With this invasion of stars showing up to Ambition, who knows what's next? On to our final report for today, we have OCW's flagship show, Riot, and what a riot it was, as fans were treated to an amazing showing between Anthony Martin, Samuel Omen, and Devin Flash, as well as an insane match between Lariat and Killer Kameo Hada, with many other matches worth noting also taking place. But the main event was one to surprise as the leader of DNS Bash faced off against a returning Mark Reese. The match had some heavy back and forth action, but it seems as if ring rust, or the issues revolving around suplex, may have caused some issues as Bash was able to pull out a victory over Reese following the suplex.exe. Currently, the show's ratings or match of the night information are not up for viewing at the time of this recording, but things may be looking to be posted a B or B plus rating at this time, with discussion boards hinting towards Luis Bishop versus Sheldon Tremblay or Lariat versus Kameo Hada being match of the night. After a couple stumbles, OCW's flagship show seems to be back on track, but can Turmoil keep up with its standings? We'll find out soon enough. As for now, this has been The Turnbuckle. I'm Tammy Young, and I'll see you next time.